Welcome back, everyone. This is day one on the Ferrari 360 Challenge car. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the under tray off and then the rear bumper to get access to the exhaust system. Like I said, we're going to change the headers, everything back. So we've got all our components here, new exhaust. So we're going to go ahead and remove all this stuff. We've got some test pipes here. We're going to install those also. The tips, I'm not sure. We may reuse the other tips. Customer doesn't really like these, so if he doesn't like the blue, so we're going to see about not using this, see if we can reuse the old tips. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and install this muffler, new headers, and those test pipes, and get rid of the factory ones. So it does have a 2B exhaust on it that the owner wants to sell. It's fairly new, so that's going to be available here shortly. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this under tray down here. We're going to remove this and then the rear bumper, and that should give us access to a lot of the components. We may have to remove the wheels and the inner fender wells. Well, we'll have to remove the rears to remove the rear bumper. But other than that, we'll see what we can get access to without going too crazy with taking everything apart. But we're going to see. We've got the under tray off now, so we're going to go ahead and see what it takes to get this rear bumper off here. I'll probably end up having to take the rear wheels off, so I have to take these inner fender liners out on the back side there to get access to the bolts, most likely. This is no different than the standard 360. So most likely I'd take each rear wheel off and then take that rear panel off on both sides and get access to the bolts on this rear bumper. I'm starting to take off this rear inner fender. I've just taken the wheel off. You can see the wheel is different, like in your standard 360. It doesn't have studs like this. So this is a little bit different, and you can see this is a little bit different also. This is all has well, I don't know if this is factory or not, but this has all been reinforced in steel lining and that. These were all, I guess, from the factory. These were all beat up, so somebody's gone in here and put the screen. I've repaired these a few years ago. These are really beat up, worse than they are now. You can see there's pieces missing, but I had to fabricate pieces just to get these things to sit in here correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out right now, and then that'll give us access to those rear mount bolts for that rear bumper. All right, so I've removed that aft panel here. Now I have access to these side bolts here, these two right here. We'll remove those on both sides. And then you see the two back there on the bracket. We'll take those. Those are similar to the European bumper that we just did on the 360, the 2002 360 we had in here, the Euro spec car. Looks similar to that mounting. It's still a little bit different, but it's similar, more similar to that than the US cars. The US cars have 4 mount bolts, where these only have the 2. So we're going to remove those on this side and then put the wheel back on and repeat the same process on the driver's side. All right, so we've got our hardware off, as you can see right there. See the two studs? The two studs here. So this side's ready to come off. So we're going to go ahead, like I said, stick this wheel back on and then repeat the same process on the other side. I need to get a bridge jack. I guess I'm too cheap. But eventually I might have to get that so I can avoid doing all this and leave the wheels off permanently. But anyway, this is what I've got to do. So I'm going to put this wheel back on, just a couple bolts, and like I said, move on. We're going to go ahead and take this forward piece out also because we're going to take this out to get to the headers and everything later on. So there ain't no sense doing this twice. So we're just going to go ahead and remove this panel here. It's got a couple bolts up here or down here, and then around the edge, the circumference here. And then on the regular cars, there's some mounting hardware on top. I'm not sure if this has that. I'll have to look. If it doesn't come out, I'll check it out. It may have some mounting hardware on the top side. Like I said, your regular cars do. So we're going to see if this comes out without doing that. But I may have to go through the top to get those 2 bolts out from up there. So like I thought, on the regular 360, that vacuum canister there's 2 bolts hooked to that. So I'm going to have to take those 2 bolts down in here out. And then I'll have to watch. It does go around this pipe here. So I'll have to finagle it around that for this cooler. Normally, like on the regular 360, you don't have a cooler up here. This has got some extra coolers. So I'm going to have to remove that. Hopefully not the cooler, but just this vacuum canister. So we'll see what happens there. So I've got that forward liner out now. As you can see, it attaches to this piece here. This is a little bit, like I said, this is different than the street cars. So you're not going to really see this. I mean, it's similar, but it's different. And then also this car has got like brake cooling ducts here. As you can see, they come off through the side here. So I won't have to remove those. Those are good. But now I'll have access to the headers right through there. So when it comes to removing those, I'll have access. And then here's your bracket here that I removed for your vacuum chamber. So that is just sitting there for right now. But like I said, now I can go ahead and put this wheel back on and then go ahead and proceed to the other side. The other side's going to be different. It's not going to have that cooler, so it should come out a lot easier. Alright, so I've got the driver's side out now. As you can see, there's your tank, gas tank there. Like I said, on the challenge cars, these are bladders. So on the street cars, there'll be aluminum tanks here. But the race cars, they're encased in this carbon fiber tank, and then there's a bladder inside these. So there is a difference between the street car and an actual challenge car. Like I said, it has the cooling duct here again. This is carbon fiber here. You can see if I clean it up, it comes to the back of the brake housing here. Go back here. Like I said, we have the 2 bolts back there, the 2 on the side, and then this should be ready to come off. And then we'll have hopefully full access to this exhaust that we're going to be removing. Also, like I said, you can see all the room we have inside here to get those headers off. So once we get access to it, that shouldn't take all that long to get swapped out, as long as we don't have any issues with alignments and stuff. So we might have to make a bracket for the exhaust system with the new exhaust. I haven't gotten there yet, but we'll find out when we get there. Alright, so you see I've got the bumper removed. Fairly easy. The only thing I had to remove is there is a clip here you had to remove, so you can take this off, so you can take the tow hook, part of the tow hook off. No bumper lights on this, obviously, for the license plate or the side markers. So that makes it easier. It's a little bit lighter. So now we have more of an access to the exhaust. We can start taking the tips off. And then I've got this jack, though it's in the way, that is not on the street car, obviously. But we'll have to work around this bracket. I'm not sure if we're going to keep. I have to study this new exhaust. Like I said earlier, if you guys are interested in the 2B exhaust that's on here, let me know. It is for sale. It looks fairly new. I don't know how old it is, but it looks like in pretty good shape. So if you're interested in it, let us know, and we can see about getting it to you somehow. And then pricing, I'll let you know on the pricing also if somebody's interested. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and proceed and probably start putting that tire back on, get the car back down level, and then start taking this exhaust apart. Alright, so we've got this back up in the air. I'm probably going to call it quits for today. I just had a little bit of time to work on this. I've got some other stuff I got going on. Like I said, the next thing we're going to do is start taking these tips off, and then from here on both sides, and then take the exhaust off, and then start working our way forward, you know. And then it should go fairly quick. I mean, this doesn't have the emission tubes on the headers, so it makes access to the bolts a lot easier. Should go pretty smooth. It's just I'm kind of concerned about when we're bringing this back, fitting up the new exhaust, see how things fit in there. As you can see, this one here, it has like the brackets here for the exhaust. The new muffler, it doesn't have any brackets, so we might have to fabricate something. I haven't figured it out yet, but when we get to that point, I'll see what happens. But it really doesn't have any mounting areas. Looks like these were for some heat shield or something. I'm not sure what type of exhaust this is, or the muffler itself. I don't know if it's that Super Sport. Not sure. I didn't ask the customer. He just supplied everything. So I'll ask him and see what kind of exhaust that is, and maybe figure out what kind of mounting hardware they use on that. But anyway, stay tuned. And like I said, we're finishing up today. This is day one. And we'll probably skip a day, and then we'll hit it maybe again on Thursday.